Hello everybody, I'm Mr. Malik and you're watching me on my YouTube channel. In today's video, we will discuss a next assignment that is related to Chapter 7. The name of today's assignment is Exp22 Excel Chapter 7 HOE Salaries. So in short, we will just open instruction file. Then we will discuss Exp22 Excel Chapter 7 HOE Salaries. The name of today's assignment, we just increase its size, then change its color. Project description, we just increase also its size and change its color so it must be visible. Okay, so we will discuss Exp22 Excel Chapter 7 HOE Salaries step by step. You may follow me and you will get 100% marks. But before going to solve this assignment, let me move toward whole assignment, how many points we have in today's assignment. So in today's assignment we have 6, 7, 9. It's quite big one. Okay, we have 24, but 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. We have 30 questions in today's assignments. It's quite big assignment. Okay. So let me start today's assignment step by step. The name of today's assignment is Exp22 Excel Chapter 7 HOE Salaries. Project description. We will read project description first, then we will move to step just like graded part. You are an assistant accountant in human resource HR department for home protection. INC, a company that sells smart home security system to residential customer. Home protection INC with location in Atlanta, Boston and Chicago, and contains the name. There. Cleveland has a manager at each location who oversees several accounts respectively. You have an Excel workbook that contains names, location, titles, hire dates, and salaries for 16 accounts representatives and 4 managers. To prepare for your upcoming salaries analysis, you downloaded salary data from the corporate database into workbook. The HR director wants you to perform several tasks based on location and job's title. You will use a data function to identify the year each employee was hired and how many years they have worked for company. In addition, you will use a logical function. Okay, so in addition, you will use a logical function to calculate annual bonus amounts. Next, you will insert math and statistical function and a map help analyze data. Finally, you will review the financial assets of automobiles purchased for each manager. So that was simply project description that we have to read that one before going to solve this assignment step by step. So let me move toward graded part. Steps to perform. Instructions. Start Excel, then download and open the file name that we have already downloaded from Pearson platform. Then grader has automatically added our last name in the beginning of the file. So first we have to open, we call that a solution file. Okay, then now we are moving toward next part. Your first task is to extract year hired from hire date of for each employee. So in cell F7, one date logical worksheet, Okay, first we have to move to our one date logical worksheet, cell F7 here. Then insert a year function. Okay, here we have to in a year function equal or write a year function. Then what is our serial number? To identify from date stored in cell E7. Where is E7? This one is E7. Then close parentheses and press enter and get result. Okay. Then use fill handle to copy F7 to the range F8 to F23. Fill without formatting option. Okay. So now we have to fill that. Drag this one to there F23. Then here is an option fill without formatting. So question number 2 is done and we have earned 5 marks from there. After solving question number 2, now we are moving toward question number 3. Your next task is to calculate how long each manager and a representative has worked for a company. Okay. So in a cell G7, insert years frag function. So we have to move toward here in cell G7 and write year frag function. Sorry, not year. Year frag. Okay. So now we have to start date and end date. Okay. So using higher date and a last date of the year, use a relative and mix cell reference correctly. So now we have to in higher date. Where is higher date? This one is higher date. Then where is next one is last date. Where is last date of the year? This one, and we have to in the reference. Have to make that absolute. Done. Close parentheses and press enter and get result. Okay. Then use fill handle to copy the function G7 to the range G8 to G23 fill without formatting option. We just simply drag this one to G23 and then fill without formatting. Okay. So question number 3 is done and we have on 5 marks from there. In question number 3, we just move towards cell G7 and there we have to insert a year's frag function using the higher date and last date of the year, using relative and mix reference correctly, using the fill handle to copy the function in cell G7 to the range G8 to G23 using fill without formatting option. So we have solved that question according to instruction and we have earned 5 marks from there. Question number 3 is done. Now we are moving toward question number 4. You want to identify which day of week each employee was hired. To do this, you will insert weekday function to return integer representative weekday. So in question number 4, in cell H7, okay, we have to move towards cell H7. Where is H7? Here is H7. Then insert weekday function. There we have to in weekday function equal weekday function. Then the higher date. Okay, weekday function. The higher date. Where is higher? Okay, weekday of higher date function. Insert function using the higher date. Here is higher date. Okay, we have to use this one. Then close parentheses and press enter and we get the result. Okay. Then copy the function from H7 and paste it to H23 with no border paste option. We just simply drag this one to there and fill without formatting. So question number 4 is done and we have earned 5 marks from there. So in question number 4, we just move towards cell H7 where we have to insert a weekday function using the hire date. Then copy the function from H7 and paste to the range H8 to H23 using no border paste option. So we have done according to instruction and we have earned 5 marks from that question. Now moving toward question number 5. You will use customs number format to display the result as a week instead of an integer. So select the range H7 to H23, this range. Then we have to apply custom number format there. Okay, that is already applied. Okay, that is already applied custom number format, and we have to apply date there. Okay. Then apply left horizontal alignment. Now we have to apply left horizontal alignment there. Okay. So question number 5 is done and we have won 3 marks from there. So in question number 5 we just select the range H7 to H23. Then we have to apply custom number format. After that then we have to apply left horizontal alignment to that range. Question number 5 is done. Now we are moving toward question number 6. Column B contains the city location for each account rep and manager. However, you also want to display the regions. Atlanta is the south, Boston is in northeast, and Chicago and Cleveland are both in Midwest. You will use a switch function to identify which region each city is in. Okay, so that was simply instruction about question number 6. Our main part of question number 6 is start from here in cell C7. Here in cell C7 we have to insert switch function to identify cell B7. Here we use switch function and cell B7 is our main attack. Switch Atlanta for south C2, then Boston for northeast C4, then switch Chicago for midwest C3, then switch Cleveland for midwest C3, insert city names as string, then use mix references to cell containing the region. Okay, so after reading instruction we just create a formula. Okay, so we are just pasting that formula there in that column, that cell C7. The formula is this one, that switch B7 Atlanta. Then we have to describe their C2. If that cell B7 is Boston, then C4. Then if cell is Chicago, then C3, and Cleveland, then C3. So simply press enter and we get the result. After that, then we have to copy the function from C7 and paste to the range, this one. Okay, so we just simply copy this formula to there, fill without formatting. So question number 6 is done and we have earned 5 marks from there. So in question number 6 we just move towards cell C7 and there we have to insert switch function to identify the city in cell B7. Then switch Atlanta for south C2, switch Boston for northeast C4, switch Chicago for midwest C3, switch Cleveland for midwest C3, then insert city names as text string and use a mix cell reference to the cell containing the regions. Then copy the function from cell C7 and paste to the range C8 to C23 using paste formula option. 6 is done. Now we are moving toward question number 7. So your next task is to calculate annual bonus amount or each employee. The company uses a tiered bonus system that award a specific percentage for of salary based on hire date. Okay. So that was just simply instruction about question number 7. Our main part of question number 7 is start from here. In cell J7, insert if function. Here we use if function to test if hire date is before this one. Where is hire date? This one is hire date is greater than this one 1/1/2013. Then we have to make that absolute. If so, the bonus is 8% of salary. If hire date is before this one, the bonus rate is 4%. Okay. Then if the hire date is this one, then this one. So now we are just creating that formula. If hire date is this one is this one, then this, then this one is this one, this one. Okay. So we just create formula there. So after creating formula, we just create this formula. Okay, that if E7 is less than J2, this one, then I7 multiplied by K2. So according to condition, we just get the result. Okay. Then if none of the condition are met, then bonus 0. Yes. Then use mixed cell reference from K2 to K4. We have just applied there. Now we have to simply paste that one, okay, to the range. Then simply fill without formatting. So question number 7 is done. In question number 7, after solving question number 7, we just earned 5 marks from there. So in question number 7, we just move towards cell J7. We have to insert if function to test if hire date is before 1/1/2013. If so, the bonus is 8% of salary. Of salary means that we have to select the salary column. Here you may see we have just, if this condition is true, then we have to multiply I7. What is I7? I7 is our salary. Salary multiplied by this one, okay, 8%. If next condition, if E7, this one is less than J3, this one, then again salary multiplied by J4. Then same we have just solved and we get answer. Okay. So question number 7 is done. Now we are moving toward question number 8. The HR director recommends that the companies pay manager at least $80,000. So in a cell K7, insert and function that evaluate if the title is manager and if the salary is less than this one, insert title as a text string. Then use mix reference to $98,000 in G3. Nest and function as logical test function if the result and function are true, then display dues for a rise. If result are false, then display the text NA. Okay. So all these were just simply instruction about this question. Now we are just moving toward solve this question step by step. So here we will use this formula. Then I'm just going to describe how we use this formula. So if and because we have to nest the function, then D7 is equal to manager. Okay. If this condition is true, then I7, if this condition is true, then G3 is greater than I7, and then do the rise as NA, okay, not affordable. So that is done. Then we just, if result are false, then this one, then use fill handle to copy the function to range K8 to K23, fill without formatting option. Okay, so now we have to fill this formula to there, then fill without formatting, done. So question number 8 is done, and we have earned 5 marks from there. In question number 8, we just move towards cell K7 and insert an AND function that evaluates if the title is manager and if the salary is less than $98,000. If both conditions are met, then insert the title as a text string and use mix reference to $98,000 and in cell G3. Then nest AND function as a logical test within an if function. That's why we just nest if and AND function. If result of AND function are true, then display the text due for rise. If results are false, then display the text NA. Use fill handle to copy the function to the range K8 to K23 using fill without formatting option. So question number 8 is done, and we have earned 5 marks from there. Now moving toward question number 9. You want to calculate the number of employees in each state. You set up worksheet with a summary section to calculate statistic by states indicated by state abbreviation. Okay, so display two states map worksheet. Then in cell J3 insert if countif function that count the number of state abbreviation in state columns that match state abbreviation in cell I3. Then use mix references to the range or relative reference to criteria state abbreviation. Then copy the function from cell J3 to range J4 to J6. So after solving this part, we will earn 5 marks from there. Then in question number 10, we have to next you want to calculate the total payroll by summing employer salaries in each state. So in cell K3, insert sum if function to the total salary column. If state column meets state abbreviation criteria in cell I3, then use mix and relative reference correctly. Copy function from K3 to the range K4 to K6, and we will earn 5 marks from there. Okay, so in today's video we have just 28 to 29 point. Out of 28 to 29 point, we have done first 10 questions. Mean almost half of assignment is done from our side in today's video. Or remember that we have solved Exp22 Excel chapter 7 HOE salaries. In start we just discussed project description. Then we move toward graded part, and we have solved question number 1, 2, 3. Then we have solved question number 4, where we have to move towards cell H7 and use weak D function. Then move toward question number 5. After solving question number 5, then we move toward question number 6 and we use a switch function there. Then we move toward question number 7, then question number 8, 9 and 10. So first 10 question is done from my side in today's video. But if you need complete solution for this file, for that you have to contact me on my given WhatsApp number, email ID, Instagram ID. All links are available on video description. In video description, just like if you need help regarding my WhatsApp number, my email ID, my Instagram ID, all links are available in video description. You may contact me. I'm available. I will solve and you will get 100% marks in next 30 minutes. Remember that your file will be ready in next 30 minutes. Price will be reasonable and result will be 100%. You may also contact me for full course deal. Our deal will be reasonable in price and your marks will be 100%. Remember that I am also expert of other courses, just like if you need help regarding mathematics, stats, English writing, English literature writing, accounting, C++, Java, Linux, textbook project, quizzes, midterm exam, final exam, textbook project, Power BI project, Tableau project. So whatever you need to help regarding your academic, you may simply contact me. I'm available. I will solve, and you will get 100% marks. But remember that in today's video we have discussed almost half of a summit of XP22 Excel Chapter 7 HOE Salaries. We will meet soon with our next assignment. So for that you have to subscribe my channel so you can get every latest video from my. So I take care. Bye bye. Best of luck for your future. Meet soon with our next assignment.